Hi everyone, good evening. How are you guys? Guys, please confirm if you can hear me. Okay, so shall I start with the session? Okay. So I'm sharing my screen. It's guys, is my screen visible? All of you, please confirm because sometimes it won't be visible for some of the people. So that's why I'm asking. It's visible, right? Okay. So today we will talk about box model and media query. So box model is nothing but you can consider it is related to design and layout of the element. Now, like every element on your page that you are able to see, every HTML element, it can be paragraph, head, HTML, body, okay, any. All these elements are nothing but a two-dimensional box, and this box has few properties. Okay, for example, it will have content, okay, so you can give height and width for the content. Then we have padding property, we can have borders, and we can also have margins. So we'll see each and every property in detail, but before that let me show you that like how that box actually looks like. So just a second, I will share my entire screen itself. Okay. So see guys, if I open this in new tab, okay, you have to right click on the page to open the developers tool. We click on right click, inspect. Okay. Now let's say if I select H1 from the sources, can you see there is a box appearing over here? Okay. So you can see this is my H1 element, and this for this also there is a box, okay, a two-dimensional box where you can see this is height and width of the content, okay, padding, border, and we have margin. Okay. So we will see all these properties in detail now. Let's start. I'll just remove everything. Let's say I have created one div tag. Let me select this div. Okay. Now let's talk about those different properties of the box model. First of all, we have content. Okay, so content in my box is like it can be a text, it can be a image. Okay, that's what we call it as content. Okay, for now I have just written hello in my div. Now let's talk about padding. Okay, what is padding basically? Padding is a white space around your content. Okay, now to visually see the padding area, I'll just give a background color to this div so that you can understand the difference. Okay, so currently if you can see, there is no white space, there is no blank space around this content. Okay, now if you want to give that blank space, we can use padding property. Okay, so now you have different variations of this padding. You have padding hyphen left, top, bottom, right. If you want to give specific blank space from any of the side, if you want to give same padding from all the sides, in that case you can directly use this padding property. And let's say I want 50 pixel padding. What I said, padding will be the blank space around the content. So see, if I execute this, refresh it, can you see now the difference? Okay, this is my content, the blue colored highlighted area. Okay, and this is the padding area which is around my content. Clear about padding? Yes guys. Guys, is there any question for padding? Okay, so now next let's talk about mm, we'll take border. Okay, using border property you can add a border around the box. Okay, so around your padding area basically you can give some border. So how to give the border? We have a property called border. Here you should mention three values. First will be the thickness of the border. Let's say I want a border which is 2 pixel in thickness. Next, you should define like which type of border you want, whether you want a solid border or a dotted one or a dashed one. I want solid, and then color of the border. And I want a red border. Okay, so you can see around my padding area, I got that border. Okay, this is border property. And then finally we have margin. Margin is also blank space, but margin is a blank space. It will add the blank space around border, or you can say around the box. Okay, padding adds the blank space around the content, but margin will add the blank space around the box. So if you give, let's say, 50 pixel padding, currently this is how our element is showing up. Now after adding the margin, you can see around this particular box it added the margin 50 pixels from all the side. Okay, the orange highlighted area is the margin area. Okay, so clear guys. Okay, perfect. So guys, please try all these properties. Okay, you can create any element and try all the properties. After that we'll talk about like how height and width will be calculated. Okay, after we are using these things. Once you are done, please let me know. Shall I move on to next point? Okay, I'm moving on to next point. So now we will talk about height and width. So like how total height or total width of the box will be calculated. So we will consider, let's say if you are giving any specific width property, it will consider that. Okay. Along with that, it will also consider padding properties. Okay, left padding as well as the right padding. Okay, for example, you have mentioned 10 pixels, so total 20 pixel will be calculated, because from left 10 pixel, from right also there will be 10 pixel. Plus border will be also considered. Okay, so example, if you are giving border as 4 pixels, so in width again 4 pixel from the left side and 4 pixel of the right side, so total 8 pixel will be considered in the calculation. We don't consider margin in the total width of the box. Okay, and same formula goes for total height of the container as well. Okay, if you are specifying any particular height, that will be considered top and bottom padding, and also top and bottom border size. So these things will be considered in the total height and width of the box model. Clear, guys? Okay. Now there is one property like called box sizing. Okay. We'll see the difference. What happens is, for now, okay, let me share that entire screen so that you can see it. Okay. For now, you can see we have 50 pixel padding, and okay, let's give what is the box border. Okay, 2 pixel. So it means in this total height and total height and width of the box, 50-50 from top and bottom, left and right, 2-2 from top bottom, and left and right will be added extra. Okay, now if you want that thing to be already included in the height and width, okay, without adding anything additionally, you can use something called border. What was that? Border hyphen box sizing, sorry, box sizing, and give it as border box. So see if you execute it. Okay, let me just give some height and width first. And width is also 350 pixel. Okay. So guys, now you can see we have contents height and width as 350 to 350, but the total box height is larger. Okay, it is appearing larger because why? We have added padding and the border. Okay, so total width is actually 350 plus sorry, total height is actually 350 plus 100 plus 4. Okay, so 450, 454. Now if you want all these things to be included or already in this, you can use this box sizing equal to border box. Okay, now you can see, can you see the difference? Before it was showing 350 into 350 for only content, but after we added box sizing equal to border box, now it, in that 350 itself, it added our border and padding area. Clear? Yes guys, clear about box sizing property, or shall I explain? So I want you to also give height and width. Okay, first see how it is applying the style to your box, and after that add the box sizing property and value will be border box. Do it quickly, and once you are done, let me know. Okay. Others, are you done? Shall I move on to next point? Okay, great. So guys, now we will talk about the next topic, which is media queries. Okay, now these media queries, like this is basically introduced in CSS 3. Before, like there was some name called media rule or something. Okay, in CSS 3 we have media queries. Why we have this? Because these media queries are used for creating responsive websites. Okay, responsive websites. Example of this can be, let's say if your website is working on laptop, the same website should work on the different devices, let's say mobile. Okay, now there is a difference in screen sizes of these devices, but still websites will consider it will work fine, okay, without any issue. So that's what responsive website means. Now we have like frameworks like Bootstrap. Using with it became very easier to create the responsive web pages. But using this plain CSS, you can use media queries in order to create the responsive web designs. Okay. Now there are few things. Uh, okay, wait. Okay. This is just like based on which things you can write your media query, like height and width of the viewport, height and width of the device, or even you can use orientation and resolution. So how to write a media query, that we will see. So this is the syntax. I will just write the syntax over here for you. For now, I'll just remove all these things and just give background color yellow and height. Okay. So how we write the media queries? The syntax is basically we write @media. Okay. After that, we define like a condition you can consider. So you can also write not or only before it. Okay. So not means not on this device or only on this device. So both are fine. After that, you have to mention media type. Okay, whether it's screen, like which kind of devices you want to be considered. You can mention over here as screen or print. Okay, or let's say all also you can mention. Most of the times you will be mentioning screen. After that, and keyword, and here you can write any expression. So this is the simple syntax for writing the media query. And then in the curly braces, you can define the CSS code. Okay. So let's see one example. Let's say what I want is a simple thing. I just want to change color of this div smaller than 450 pixel. So how to do that? I will write media query. So @media, and I want this to happen only on the screens. Okay, for only screen. This is my media type. And in expression, I will write that if max width is 450 pixel. Okay. So if the screen size is 450 pixel or less than that, then I want to apply some CSS style for this div. So my CSS code will be, let's say I want background color to be red. Okay, this is the style that I want to apply. So let's see if it works. So guys, to like increase or decrease the width, you can use this toggle device emulation option. Okay, just click on it. You will be able to increase or decrease the device size. Sorry, screen size, and you can see the width over here. So let's. What happened? Okay. Okay, guys, let me just refresh this. Okay, yeah. Okay, I don't know why this is not working over here. But yeah, here you can see it changed its background color. This should also work. Okay, sometimes this happens with Replit. No matter. Okay, doesn't matter. Here you can see if I, let's say, if I increase the screen size and if I increase it greater than 450 pixel, you can see the colors. We are getting the normal color we were having, which was yellow. If the width becomes less than 450 pixel, it is changing the color. So understood? Yes, guys, is it clear how you can write media query? Is there any question? Okay. If there is no question, your task is you have to write a media query and define the screen size that you want. Okay. You can also use min width over here. And you should change background color as well as font color of the text and also height of your div. Once you are done, let me know. Okay, guys, others, are you done with the task? Okay. So we'll talk like one more point about this media query. Okay. So I'm moving on to next point now. Okay. For that, let's create first a Flexbox. Okay. So let's say here we are creating different beefs. Guys, you can also create this Flexbox quickly. I hope you remember what is a Flexbox. Mm, okay. I'm giving some styling to this container. Okay. For now, I'm just giving a background color, and let's set these things properly. Background color will be blue or red. I'll take red. Um, Padding in pixel, margin pixel, and let's give height. Okay, fine. And I will give the display property as flex. And we are done with creating a Flexbox. Now what we want is, let's say if the screen width is larger, okay? So we want, this is how our um, elements should be displayed in horizontal manner. But if the screen size becomes smaller, I want those elements to be displayed properly uh, in the like vertical direction. Okay, so I want to change the flex direction column. So over here I will say dot container dot container, and what we want to change, we just want to change the flex direction, and it should be column. First of all, let's see if it works. Okay, so you can see if the screen size gets smaller than 450 pixel, we are getting what we want. Okay, so the point I wanted to discuss is like let's say instead of max width or min width, you can also mention orientation over here. Okay, like a landscape or portrait mode. So if you mention orientation, landscape. Okay. Orientation landscape means width is greater than the height. So let's run it. So if width becomes greater than height, then it will apply that style. Okay, so here in this case you can see width is larger than the height of our page. If width becomes smaller than the height, okay, so that is what landscape orientation is. And you also have portrait is exactly opposite. Okay, it means height will be greater, width will be smaller. So see, width is smaller than the height, that's why this particular CSS was applied. If width becomes greater than the height, okay, you can see. So that's how you can use orientation as well. Clear about this? Guys, is it clear? Any question? If you don't have any question, you have the same task. Create a flex box, and now based on orientation, you have to change flex direction. And once you are done, please let me know. If you have any question, please put in the chat box. Guys, is it done? Please let me know once you are done with the task. Guys, are you doing it? Guys, please put in the chat box. If you have any question, let me know. Otherwise, I will end the class. We will take the next topic in the next class itself.